So in news that absolutely took over the news cycle today, we got to talk about this super yacht situation. Or with many calling this the new version of the Titanic submersible all over again. Except this time it wasn't a sub, it was a super yacht, and it's not in the Atlantic, but the Mediterranean. With a super yacht anchored off the coast of Sicily on Monday morning with 22 people on board sleeping inside when disaster struck. Officials saying that the ship was hit by a waterspout, basically a tornado that forms over water. And while 15 of the passengers were able to safely escape the wreckage in a lifeboat, another was confirmed dead and 6 were still missing. And that including British tech tycoon and billionaire Mike Lynch, who's often called Britain's Bill Gates. With the others including Lynch's 18-year-old daughter, Hannah, Morgan Stanley International Chairman Jonathan Bloomer and his wife Judy, and the lawyer Chris Morvillo along with his wife. Right, notably Lynch had brought the lawyers on the yacht to celebrate his acquittal in a fraud case earlier this year in the United States. With that, having focused on the sale of his software company Autonomy to Hewlett-Packard for $11 billion in 2011. And actually, in a striking coincidence, Lynch's co-defendant, Stephen Chamberlain, who wasn't on the yacht, was struck and killed by a car in London on Saturday. But with this, for the last few days, we've seen this desperate search for survivors, or as time has passed, more likely bodies. And that made all the more difficult because dive crews were reportedly only able to stay underwater for about 8 to 10 minutes at a time. And there have been tons of updates and reporting going back and forth all day, but now most reports say 5 of the 6 bodies have been found, with BBC News reporting that the search and recovery is scheduled to pick up again tomorrow, with multiple outlets saying they've seen body bags being lifted out, though right now, no identities have been disclosed. And there you have the BBC explaining that under Italian law, bodies must be formally identified by a family member for deaths to be certified. But once all the victims are officially found and recovered, the authorities might conduct a news conference with more official details.